I'm going live this evening with Mandy Myerson, my friend, who is the founder of Human Waking. And their mission is to wake up to all of who you are through guided meditations, transformative retreats. And we're going to talk all about the 21-day presence program, which is starting on the 1st of October through to the 21st of October. So let me add here. It's already lots of people coming in. It's lovely. Hi, Mandy.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. There you are. Can you hear me?
I can.
Yeah,
Very
perfect. Mandy, how are you?
so good to see you, Stephanie. I'm
Oh,
great.
so good to see you. I was just talking about you being the founder of Human Waking and what you do, and that we're going to talk about your 21-day presence program, which is coming up on the 1st of October for 21 days. And you offer twice daily meditations with global leaders and breath work and somatic meditation and visualization. And it's 12 different leaders that you bring on, as well as you. And I love your meditations. And we're going to talk about this program, and then we're going to offer a sort of short meditation at the end, I think, to show people what you do and how wonderful you are, and to entice them to sign up to this 21-day presence program that I've already done twice, I think. You've
Yes.
usually done it twice a year. This year you're doing it once a year, or is that already the second time?
No, it's we do. It's been I foresaw it being a very big year, and it has been. So I think
Yeah.
it's a wonderful to have it once, and it's the opportunity to really integrate all that we've taken in for 2025, and so it's going to be in October, the first one and the only one.
Mandy, so talk to us about this program. You do lots of different programs. You run transformative retreats, whether that's yoga retreats, choosing retreats. You do one-on-one coaching and guided meditations, and you run the 21-day presence program. So talk to us about that, and what can people expect?
So I want to begin by saying that this was very much an inspired activation, for want of a better way of putting it, because I do a lot of work, a lot of personal work, a lot of developmental. I'm a student, constantly taking in so many different modalities. And I can say, hand on heart, that the single most impactful tool that I've integrated into my life has been meditation. It is the
Yeah.
one thing that has been the game changer. But the big game changer within that, after years and years of meditating, was consistency.
Mm.
And when I started practicing consistently, that means daily, that's when everything shifted. And I felt this, for quite a while I felt it, but it was just this real inspiration. I think this has to be shared. And how wonderful it would be to collaborate with so many incredible different practitioners that have very powerful transmissions, guidance, tools that they can share, all centered around ultimately coming back to that center point, where we are so full on, our lives are so full, so distracted, that we don't have that entry into that still point within ourselves that's always available, that's always there. And this is what meditation offers one. And so this was something that I felt very inspired to activate, to share with the world, and then also to collaborate with these incredible teachers and guides that I had met along the way. And so together we created, and this is a collaboration, it's become the presence program. So it started off as meditation, then it was the meditation commitment, and then I said to everybody, you've got far too many commitments. Let's drop the commitment. And gradually it moved into what it is now, which is presence. Because when we look at what is most needed, I would say, where we can ultimately be exactly in flow, and connect more to what is ultimately our being. And that's where we are. We're moving into these different times. We're very much in these new times where the doing can, in many ways, and it's going to become more so, be outsourced.
Yeah.
And so the question is, who are we? And how do we access more of our being? And each one of us has this unique blueprint to be expressed. And so much of our lives are externalized that we don't spend enough time integrating, connecting, and meeting all these parts of ourselves. So the program is an opportunity. We know that a lot can happen. 21 days is that magic number because it's in those 21 days that we often speak about breaking habits, creating new habits, starting new things, getting something moving. So we anchor in 21 days. And by doing it daily, the idea is that from Vipassana, the meditation practice is practiced twice a day. So traditionally, most people, if they are meditating, are going to do it once. So I'm inviting everybody to come twice a day. And so what we'll be doing is you'll have a morning session at 6:15 till 6:45 that'll inform your whole day. And then in the latter part of the day, there's an opportunity to pause, to come into that space. It's a live container. You won't know who's guiding you because you're always there to meet yourself. And that second session creates another whole dimension to the evening. Very difficult to explain it. It's something that has to be experienced. But what does happen is that, and I've seen this, I've experienced it, and I get incredible feedback from people, the sense of being less reactive, a lot more responsive, a lot more clarity, calmness, flow, relationships, definitely big shifts in relationship, not only because, of course, when we start shifting the relationship with ourselves, everybody else becomes a beneficiary. And people see that, they experience it. Also improve sleep. It's always better to not meditate just before you go to sleep. So that's why we're doing it really before dinner time. And more than anything, there is this opportunity to cultivate consistency, to get into that routine, and then to be able to notice, as I often say to people, that the only way you really know meditation is working is when you're not doing it. So you'll get a very consistent 3-week experience and immersion in which to really allow yourself to observe as witness to yourself how your day functions and how things move, and then hopefully be inspired enough to keep that going. And I see, from the feedback we get, incredible impetus happens as a result of the program itself and those 30-minute pauses.
Yeah, Mandy, I love when I read that science shows it takes 21 days to rewire your brain, which is really something that I've read many times now. And I think that's why the 21 days is so magical. And the other thing that I read on your website the other day, which I absolutely love, is that our body is our primary technology. In order for us to function the way that we want and to carry the things that we are here for, our purpose, our work, our families, etc., our bodies have to be aligned and have to be strong and resilient. And so this 21-day program, I think, is a beautiful kickstart. And it's quite something, because I remember going in with the best of intentions every year, and really the mornings they take me out. I find it so hard, and I can feel the block I have inside of myself to do it. And so the overcoming and the committing to it, and to doing it, and to really follow along, and to surrender to this program and to your flow within the program, I think is an incredible thing to do. And it kickstarts a new phase where you get that ultimately alignment with yourself, but really this clarity and the focus that you were speaking about, to reset. It's a real kickstart, but also a reset. And you really take that time. I think it's half an hour in the morning and half an hour in the afternoon, where you give yourself permission to use that time for yourself, in order for this primary technology that is our body to function in a way that we need it to function, because we are here to do lots of things, right? And so in order for this to work, and to work long term, and to function more optimally than most of us lead our lives as, and I'm a super example. I always think, oh, I'm, quite healthy, and I do already meditate, and, I'm a little bit in your world, and I have spiritual practices. But it really, the last time I did that program with you, it really kicked my little butt, and I really understood um, that I have so much more to surrender to, and so much more to um, just allow myself to go for it, to just do it without having any excuses or any. And if you miss a lesson, you can buy a live option, and you can also have a recorded, so you can do the lives. And if you're not able to join, you can do the recording, which I think is really wonderful, because that gives everyone a chance. If there is a day where you can't participate in either one or both because you're busy, then you can listen to the recordings.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the beauty of it as well is because it's live. There's the live and there's the recorded, but there's a lot of energy. There's a very high frequency that starts building, and you're in a community. And so this year in particular, I feel like a theme that's really coming up. There are a couple of themes that are coming up. It'll be interesting to see what the guides bring in, but a lot of transformation.
Mm.
So call for integration. This will be a lovely space to integrate individually, and we're going collectively through a lot of transformation. And also the somatic. This has been very, very thematic for me, and I've been hearing, and it's been rippling out, and that is this call to connect more to the feeling body.
Yeah.
And so the whole journey is an opportunity to, of course, you have to show up, but to give yourself permission.
Yeah.
And to be able to cultivate non-judgment, so that where there is that resistance, you're constantly encouraged to just be with it, to see yourself as you are, and to let go of the attachment to outcomes. So these are all very simple but very big resistances that we carry in our whole lives and impact our whole life. And so with the guides that are coming this year, I'm very excited to receive their transmissions and their wisdom. We've got Jeff Levine, who downloaded a global program called Life Alignment. We've got Corinna Hyde, who does incredible work in and amongst from the field of shamanic work, but also soul mapping is very much the journey working with individuals, and I hope in future with groups as well. But beautiful, deep work, shamanic work. Joshua Marie works with androgynous keys. I mean, these are all very interesting modalities. Dora, dear sound, energy shifting, breath work. We've got Olivia Moon, Talita Kutsia. I'm looking at the names down. Namajai, Kriya Yoga. Carlos Teo works with also very much somatic, so very much the feeling body connecting, but exploring self from all these different perspectives. Karen Justine works with sound and music. Cora works with liquid breath, dolphin liquid breath. I mean, these are, such fun, such beautiful different modalities where you come in, you're supported, you're receiving something new. And that'll be very much tuned in according to where the collective is at and what is needed. And then you're there just to open yourself up to receive as best as you can and as best as you know how. And that's what makes it so beautiful, because ultimately you're just meeting yourself. And that's what we're opening space for.
And I think it's important to say that this is for everybody. You can use it for the first time to get into meditating a little bit. And this is a framework that allows you, all you have to do is show up, right? And whatever your experience is beneficial. And there is incredible people like our friend Corinna who do it. And, you know, she's a very incredible spiritual being that does a lot of shamanic work, and this is her way of life, and so on. So there's really room for everyone to that feels sort of this resonates, and you feel like you need to you know either do something different or find some alignment, or if any of this resonates to you, the listeners, then we would love for you to sign up to this 21-day presence program, Mandy, which you curate so beautifully. And you also do a lot of the meditations, or some of the meditations, and I adore that, because I think you are really unbelievably present, and you beam through the screen, and it's just, I absolutely love your meditations, and always have, and we know each other also in person, which is so lovely. And so I'm very, very excited for what you're building and what you continue to do. And each time we speak, you've gone, you've integrated so many more things into your offering. And so I think it's very exciting, because you're a continuous learner and you give so much by being a continuous learner, and you integrate more and more and more tools to be able to offer to people, and you hold space so beautifully for people that they can show up just as they are.
Thank you, Stephanie. That is so beautiful. Thank you. And I have to just say that I absolutely love the work that you do between your podcast, because I'm about to travel for a little while and I've downloaded a whole lot of podcasts to listen to, and the interviews and the inspiration that you are spreading to women around the world, to young women, to all women, and also to the men, actually. To showcase and to give space and to create a platform like you have. It's really, really very beautiful, much needed, and so grateful to be a part of your world. So thank you so much. And yeah, I think that this year is, I would just say to everybody and anyone who's listening, is whether you've never meditated before, give this a try. It's a fabulous experience, particularly because there's so many things out there that can often get us into so much overwhelm that we actually don't do anything.
Yeah.
It's presented, it's there, it's ready. You're going to say, I'm going to go from the 1st to the 21st. If you're not going to do every day or twice a day, you say, you know what, this is what I am going to do. And the beauty of this, I was speaking to someone who'd booked the other day, and she said, the only thing I'm not sure is how to do the mornings, because I've got to make school lunches and I've got to sort out my son. And I said, well, interestingly enough, when I started the 21 days, I had the same problem. And so as a result of the 21 days, something beautiful has happened in my home. My girls make their own lunches. I sat with them, we worked out a schedule, I made sure I had all the food, and I kind of realized, well, they're actually at the age where they can do that themselves. And so we all act more as a team, and there's ways of making small changes that ultimately make your life a lot more streamlined
Yeah.
and a lot easier. And so there's no real excuse other than where we hold back from ourselves. And I would say just be curious, come with an open heart, open mind, come to play. It's a very safe space. And if you are a seasoned meditator, it's wonderful, because there's going to be, as I say, this beautiful growing energy and incredible guides to support this sacred container that we're coming to create together for 21 days.
Mandy, and you have very kindly given us a little code, Shecan 2025,
Yeah.
Shecan, SHECAN 2025, for anyone listening that would like to sign up to this 21-day presence program. And Mandy, would you like to give us a tiny little introduction to the meditations that people can expect? I mean, you have a lot of different people showing up mornings and evenings, and that's between, somatic meditation, visualization, breath work, all the different types of sort of meditative modalities. And you do a spoken meditation, right? So do you want to give us a little bit of a little sort of
A taster.
a little taster?
Yes, I would be honored to. So everybody who is listening, I invite you, let's get comfortable. I'm sure you are comfortable now. And we're just going to have a very short taster, but as we begin, let's just get comfortable in our body, connecting our body, because you've probably been staring at a screen. So just for a moment, maybe take your head, turn it to the right, and then just gently lowering your head down, chin to chest, and just giving a little movement from right to left, and then down again. And then as you come back to center, maybe you wish to roll your shoulders a little bit. And as you're doing this, come into connection with your breath, not holding your breath, just noticing your breath. And then settling in, placing your tongue loosely on the roof of your mouth, dropping your chin slightly, and placing your hands loosely in or on your lap. And as you settle into this sacred pause from the day, from the noise, from all the activity, coming into this connection with your breath, noticing your breath, noticing where it's sitting in your body. Is it moving to your chest, or is your breath able to move more deeply into your belly? And then as you expand that awareness, choosing to breathe more deeply, all the way down into the belly. And as you exhale, slow down each exhalation. Breathing at your own pace. Maybe you wish to take a sigh. Just this dropping in to meet yourself. And in this very moment, are you able to put aside where you've come from, letting go of where you're going for the rest of the evening? This invitation, through attention, in your own way, calling all these different parts of you back in. So you have your physical body sitting in this chair, and then you have your mental body, emotional, energetic bodies. Just saying gently to yourself, I call all of you, all parts of myself, back to center. You cannot consciously breathe and think at the same time. So I invite you for a moment to be with your breath, be with the stillness of this moment, and observe your breath. Observe it gently moving into your body, circulating, and then exhale out. Inviting in the softening, But in this moment, you can just be, nothing to do other than to presence yourself to your breath. Notice the sound of your breath, the quality. You might feel the temperature as the air moves in through the nostrils. Are you able to be with yourself in this moment without judgment, putting any expectations aside or attachments to how things should or shouldn't be? And at any moment, taking a deeper breath in, responding to what your body is inviting in. Knowing that you can come back here and take these pauses at any time throughout your day. This invitation to be intentionally bringing yourself back to center, and an invitation to allow presence to flow through you. And when you're ready, gently opening your eyes, curling your lips maybe on either side, and bringing yourself back.
Beautiful, Mandy. Oh my gosh. What a beautiful little taster to what's about to come on the 1st of October.
Mm. And you know, time is such a funny thing, isn't it? Because in truth, it doesn't exist. You know, when we relax, time slows down. When we're rushing, we never have enough. So by giving yourself, putting aside the time you think you don't have to pause, you'll be amazed at how much more efficient you can be through your day, and how you can expand your activities and your time far more effectively because of it.
Yeah, I think that's the magic that happens there. And also to become so clear about things, because in the end,
Mm.
what we need is inside of us, and we forget about that, and we always look for things on the outside. And it really helps me become clear, and also become clear about the things I don't know and where I need help, but I'm clear on who to ask and what to ask. I think that's the other thing that I always think is the magic that comes out of having this
Mm.
incredible framework of twice daily, which is a real commitment, but it's a commitment that will, just transport you to a completely different place where so much just happens in terms of rewiring your brain, figuring out your own answers, getting clear and calm, because in that stillness is where we find so much of what we need, right? Sometimes things we thought we needed weren't what we needed. And sometimes, sometimes we really figure out the sort of ways of whatever we thought, wherever we want to go, and we figure that out in stillness, often much better than in always just the doing part and the busy part.
Absolutely, always, always. That's where the clarity resides. It's in those still spaces. So absolutely, and I think you couldn't have said it better.
Oh, Mandy, I'm excited for October. I cannot wait. I would love to encourage everyone to sign up. Human Waking, it's the website, humanwaking.com. And the code is Shecan 2025, so SHECAN 2025. Thank you so much for that, Mandy. I'm excited to meet you in the 21-day presence program. I'm excited to meet all the other facilitators, our friend Corinna, who will be there. I'm just super excited. So thank you so much for talking to me today, for introducing this program again, and I would love for everyone to sign up.
Oh, Stephanie, I so look forward to sitting on the proverbial cushion close to you. And yes, in everybody, it would be wonderful to have you join and reach out if you've got any questions, because this is a very supported space. So just so special to share with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mandy. Lots of love.
Lots of love. Mwah.